Blairing Out Show.
Hey Jeff, Blairing Out with Eric Blair Show. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great, man. Finder's fee. Now, where did the concept come for the story? You wrote and directed this. Tell me all about it.
Actually, what happens in the movie happened to me in a sense. I was living in New York. I found a wallet, and I tried to get it back to the guy, and this series of events started coming up, and I started thinking about, wow, what happened if it went this way? And it was really influenced by Survivor. Just the structure of Survivor, how many twists there are. This movie has a lot of twists, and ultimately it is about character. It's about what do you do when nobody's watching? Says who you are.
Oh, is this your dream team of actors?
Can you believe the cast in this movie?
You got Ryan Reynolds in there, James Earl Jones, Matthew Lillard.
Robert Forster. Yeah, you look at the cast from James Earl Jones to Robert Forster to Ryan Reynolds, Eric Palladino, Matthew Lillard for no money. And it's really, I just kept working on the script, and at a certain point we went out to actors, and the woman who produced it, Katie, said, who would be your first choice? And I said, well, dreaming? James Earl Jones. So we sent it to James, and he said, you know what, I love this script, I'm going to do it. And then the ball just started rolling, and we pretty much got every actor we wanted.
Now, at what point did you pinch yourself?
I got the green light for this movie on the very first day of Survivor. So we were out on the boat getting ready to kick off the first 16 when a fax said, we're going to make this movie. And I was pinching myself that day going, this is a grand slam day.
And when you first started doing Survivor, did you know this is going to be huge?
Survivor, I didn't know Survivor was going to be huge at all. But I will say the first 20 minutes in, Richard Hatch had his big old white fat belly sitting up in a tree, and he was looking down on the other survivors saying, we've got to talk, and Suhawk walked by and said, where I'm from, we work while we talk, buddy. And I thought, oh man, there's something here.
Yeah.
You have to remember at that point, nobody was doing reality. So watching real people try to survive on an island and arguing about it was pretty damn captivating, and still is.
What do you think some of the highlights from some of the shows have been personally for you?
I loved, the first season I loved every day because we were finding the show with the 16 survivors. We were both sort of agreeing to find this show. In Australia, I loved it when they lost their entire camp. It got washed away, and I got to go out and bargain with them for rice, and that was a great moment. One of the best moments is coming up, not this week, but next week on Survivor. It's the biggest twist we've ever done.
And then you guys are going to have a All-Star Survivor too, right?
All-Star Survivor's next. We leave in just a few days to start taping that.
Are you allowed to say where this is going to take place?
We're trying to be as secretive as we can because in the last couple of seasons, people have been talking a lot. And so we're trying to put the lockdown again because there's a lot of interest in, if you're a Survivor fan, there's a lot of interest in Survivor All-Stars. So we're not saying anything about who's coming. The survivors themselves don't know yet who's coming. They don't know where they're going. It's all a big secret.
Well, Jeff, I wish you much success with this film, man.
Thanks for coming out.
No problem. Have a great night.
Thank you.
The Blairing Out Show.